Turn the mic on. Truth in the building. No filters. No politics. No apologies. Dr. Ken, let's go. We don't quit till the whole thing shake. Truth hit hard, make the whole world wait. Real talk loud when the system fade. Stand tall, even when the whole ground break. No fear, no foe, no retreat. Pressure make diamonds when the fire meet heat. All gas, no brakes. When the truth gon' speak, Dr. Ken in the booth.
Truth don't sleep.
Came from the bottom when survival was a law. Learn real quick what respect really costs. Everybody got opinions from afar, but they ain't never had to carry those scars. Built from pressure, discipline, pain. Some lose focus, some lose aim. Some sell souls just to chase that fame. I build my brick by brick, no shame. See the world get weak when it need a moment. Too many followers pretending they friends. Too many loudmouths scared to defend any real conviction when the pressure set in. But I stand on business, stand on code, stand on truth when the lies explode. Some fold up when the road gets cold. Some become legends when the story gets told. We don't quit till the whole thing shake. Truth hit hard, make the whole world wait. Real talk loud when the system fades. Stand tall, even when the whole ground breaks. No fear, no foe, no retreat. Pressure make diamonds when the fire meet heat. All gas, no brakes. When the truth gon' speak, Dr. Ken is on.
Truth don't sleep.
Frank. Candid.
Straight to the point.
If nobody else gon' say it, I will. Yeah. Mic check, truth coming live again. Built for the storm, I don't hide from wind. Everybody tough when the lights are bright. Different story when it's dark outside at 10. I done seen pride make kings collapse. Seen weak minds get trapped in traps. Seen good people never fight back. Seen fake leaders disappear too fast. So I speak for the workers, speak for the tired, speak for the people still trying to climb higher. Speak for the ones still building through fire, trying to lead this world better than prior. And if the truth hurt, let it hurt a little. Growth don't happen staying safe in the middle. Either build your life or become a riddle. Either move the crowd or get played like fiddle. We don't quit till the whole thing shake. Truth hit hard, make the whole world wait. Real talk loud when the system fades. Stand tall, even when the whole ground break. No fear, no foe, no retreat. Pressure make diamonds when the fire meet heat. All gas, no brakes. When the truth gon' speak, Dr. Ken in the booth.
Truth don't sleep.
Dr. Ken's truth. Frank, Dr. Ken's truth. Dr. Ken's truth. Dr. Ken's truth. Frank, candid.
Straight to the point, to the point.
I am so hurt. I am so hurt. People taking bets on whether or not I was going to be here today. Taking bets on whether or not everything was going to work. You're listening to Dr. Ken's Truth. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. I am here every Monday through Friday at 4, making Monday through Thursday at 4 Central Time. By the way, if you want to support us, you can go to drkenswag.printify.me and support us. I got some new gear. I got a cap. I got a new shirt up, and all that fun stuff. So I tell you, some people are just so mean. Let me go through this YouTube chat from the beginning. Hey, what's up, Quanda? Even though I shouldn't be talking to you because you was mean to me today. Hey, what's up, Study Hall? How's everybody? Todd, Lucretia. Is Lucretia even on here? She ain't even on here, and she's saying hello to Lucretia. What is that about? What's up, Todd? Todd said, hey, Kawanda, you think he'll be on time or let alone get the show up and running without problems? I'm going to take the under bet, not on time and without a problem again. And then Todd said, all kidding aside, what up with the market? Gold goes way up with the market. Don't make any sense. No, it doesn't make any sense, but I am not being a market guru or a professional. People will have invested a lot of money. The only people making money in America today are not the workers, are not the people going to work to the 9 to 5. It's the people who are investing in the companies that they work in. Those are the trillionaires. The trillionaires are not working every day. They're investing. So, and I think what everybody's doing is putting their money in everything. It's just weird. It is weird. We'll see. All right. Hey, what's up, Sincere? How's it going? Kate, Kathleen, what's going on? Quanda. Todd, you starting early, I see. Let's just pray we get audio and video. What's up, Curly? Curly Q's nice to me today, so I'm going to say hello to Curly Q. I'm not going to talk to Quanda and Todd. They're mean to me today because Todd said fingers crossed. I'm just shaking my head. Anyway, Todd said should be a good episode. Pick look cool. I'm a guess they're technical difficulties getting started. That was yesterday. Curly Q. Quanda said video. Get them. See, y'all just mean. Todd said any discount for frequent flyers. No. Hey, what's up, Willie? See, Willie's nice. He said, hey, Dr. Ken. See? Simple and easy. Oh, well. Hey, what's up, L. Dawson? What's going on? See how people just treat me. Boy, my own study hall treat me so bad. But I'll get y'all back. Todd said, audio out, everything. I don't know, what do he say? Audio out, everything. Glad you took the under. Can you hear me? Yes, can you hear me? Tell me in the YouTube chat, can you hear me? Otherwise, I'll have to turn up my volume and see if I hear myself. So maybe I should turn Todd off. Maybe I should do that. Just turn Todd off. Be like, click, and Todd is gone. Vapor. Adios. I wouldn't do that. That's my faithful crew. I would not do that. Never, never, never. I would never do that. But what we're not going to do is I got one story about the elections, just one. Other than that, I'm tired. I'm pooped out. I'll talk to y'all in a week. But I'm on with Sherwin. I'm going to be traveling, so I'm going to probably do the show from somewhere else. Got to make sure I have a laptop or two so we can go and do that. Some of the stuff Sherwin was talking about yesterday, and some of the things these socialists are talking about, I think they got it wrong. I think one of the greatest threats to democracy is not disagreement. It's not left versus right. It's not democratic socialist versus Republican. It isn't debate. It's not even partisanship, whether you're liberal or conservative or libertarian in the middle, whatever, or moderate this or a moderate, like, what do you call a moderate Republican and a moderate Democrat? A centrist? Like, I don't know. It's hypocrisy. Political hypocrisy happens when people judge the exact same action differently, depending on who the person is, depending on who does it. If their side does it, oh, it's justified. It should have been done. If the other side does it, oh my God, it's an outrage. Principles, optional. Standards, selective. Truth, is negotiable. We've reached a point in America where too many people don't ask, is this right? But they ask, who did it? They want to know who did it first. Oh, that person did it? Well, I don't like that person, so it's wrong. And if the answer is somebody they support, they just explain it away. It's got to be something. That's what people do for Trump. That's what people did for Biden. If they oppose somebody, they demand accountability. The standard doesn't change because the facts change. The standard changes because of loyalty. And loyalty replaces integrity. And that's dangerous. If we're going to live in America and stop democratic socialists from taking over, healthy democracy requires even them. It requires us who are willing to criticize our own side that we're on politically when it's wrong and acknowledge when the other side gets something right. If we lose the ability to do that, We're not defending principles, we're defending tribes. This makes no sense. Political hypocrisy will destroy your credibility. You cannot demand transparency from one administration, Biden, then excuse secrecy from another, Trump, or you can reverse that. You can't call for law and order only when your opponents break the law. You can't preach fiscal responsibility while celebrating wasteful spending like we're doing in the Department of War because it benefits your preferred party. You can't condemn divisive rhetoric and then applaud when it comes from somebody you like. Then comes the I word, integrity. That means applying the same measuring stick to everybody. And that's difficult for most people. The problem is that politicians are hypocritical. That's why they're politicians. Many have always been. The real problem I see is that too many voters, us, reward hypocrisy instead of rejecting it. We cheer our team, Democratic Party, Republican Party, Democratic Socialists. We cheer our team when they violate the very values we claim to defend yesterday. That's fandom. That's not leadership. And the strongest citizens, us, are not loud enough. And I got examples of that today in my top 5 before 5. They're the ones, let me rephrase that. We're the ones who are intellectually honest enough to admit when we're wrong. Or are we? Are we courageous enough to hold allies accountable? Wise enough to recognize that no political party has a monopoly on truth or virtue? So if your values only apply when they're politically convenient, they're not values. I would call that a preference, but that's just me. So next time you hear political controversy, ask yourself one question. Would I feel the same way if the other party had done this? When you hear somebody did something wrong and you hear President Trump committed adultery multiple times, would you get mad if it was a Democrat? If you found out Barack Obama or Joe Biden committed adultery? If the answer is no, it might not be your politics that need examining. I'm just saying. Might not be your politics. It might be your principles. Or, believe it or not, it may be a hypocrisy. And you've heard of hypocrisy, right? You know what that is. That hypocrisy, the tribute virtues play and pay to vice. So we're back, and hey, what's up, Lucretia? She made it. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Who else is here? Jasmine, Jazz West, JJW made it. Hey, JW, you gotta speak to me first. If you don't say hi, Dr. Ken, she said Quanda, Curly, Todd, Cretia, Sin, Kathleen, Willie, Dustin. Didn't even say my name. Crushed twice. On the third one, I'm just going off the air. I'm out. I'm leaving. Then Lucretia doing the bestie thing. And speaking of Jasmine Jazz, Todd said, "My bad, I'm back." Everybody speaking. Todd said, they have all stepped over bodies to get where they are. Politicians, a lot of citizens have done the same thing. But when you're a politician, I think you represent the people. And if you represent the people, aren't you supposed to do what's right and have virtue and integrity and tell the truth? And many of them don't. Many of them don't. I mean, that's the old quote. I forget who it's from, but it says it. Hypocrisy is the tribute virtue pays to vice. So if you want to do it and you want to make it right, just become a hypocrite. And it works out great. I'm just saying. Todd said, in a perfect world. Well, shouldn't that be what we're shooting for? A perfect world? Anywho, where's Babar? Babar late. Babar late. Is Sincere here? Yeah, I think he was earlier. He must be driving. Ronnie Ray Real must be driving. By the way, the weather is now 85 degrees. High was 86. Tonight, the low is going to get around 67 with a 1% chance of rain. And sunset is crept down. When we started this show, it was around 8:40, 8:45. Now it's 8:09. Getting closer and closer to the fall. I got to figure out this time thing because we fall back an hour. So we get an extra hour. I still don't understand why we can't just keep time the way it is. Anywho, I tell you. So I came across this story about Howard University and how they're still the Mecca. LinkedIn ranks it the top HBCU for career success. Now, North Carolina A&T, I think it was Forbes. I'm not sure where it ranked, but they ranked North Carolina A&T as the number one state HBCU. Probably the number one HBCU, I would guess. I guess when you look at the Ivy section of HBCUs, you have the Howard and the Spelman and Morehouse, and probably a couple other private schools that are up there. But in a story from thegrio.com, Howard University is still considered the Mecca. LinkedIn ranked it the top HBCU for career success. It was a newly published roundup of 10 top HBCUs for long-term career success. And LinkedIn said Howard University is number one. They examined 5 pillars: job placement, internships, recruiter demand, success, career success, network strength, and knowledge breadth. The company concluded these HBCUs are the best. Let me read that right. These HBCUs have the best based on alumni career outcomes. So here they are: Howard University, Morehouse, Spelman, Hampton University, North Carolina A&T, Agricultural and Technical State University, Tuskegee University, Florida A&M University, that's Agricultural and Mechanical, Xavier University of Louisiana, Clark Atlanta University, and Prairie View A&M. Now, I would have thought Xavier would have been a little higher since, 80% or so of our medical doctors and dentists do their undergrad at Xavier. This is just me. And a lot of lawyers go to Howard. Morehouse now has a medical school. Meharry didn't list anywhere in here. That's a black medical school. So I was kind of surprised by that. But the look at it, Howard in Washington, D.C. has an undergraduate enrollment of 11,084, and it costs $66,132 to go to school there. OMG. Spelman is 61.6. Morehouse is 59.4. I hope that's 4 years. It's probably not. So it's pretty expensive to go to those schools. I wonder how people make it. Well, I guess you got to have a good income. Howard's mid-year median pay is 123,200. Spelman is 102,700. Morehouse is 126,700 because they always pay men more. I'm just saying, ladies, they always pay men more. And it kind of tells you something that HBCUs are doing well, and they are really starting to pick up. I think they need to expand, but that's just me. I think they need to expand and be able to include more of our children, because an A student versus a C student graduating from college is called a graduate. So either way, I think it's something that we need to look at. But I'm going to dive into another story that's pretty interesting. Let me see if I'm going to get there. From news1.com. Nope, that's not the story I wanted to talk about. So have you been following the Black Panther story? And the new guy that is the new Black Panther, he's a British guy. And so my question to you is, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about a British guy being the new Black Panther? I mean, I don't know. British actor David Johnson, Jonsson, has been praised by fellow actors and fans after he was named as the new Black Panther. Director Ryan Coogler revealed the new star on stage at the San Diego Comic-Con, that's the comic convention, and revealed the third entry in the superhero blockbuster series was due to be released December 2028. Johnson, a BAFTA, which is the British like Emmys, like Academy Award. He's British. This is from the BBC.com. The BAFTA star winning, who's appeared in Industry, The Long Walk, and Rye Lane, will play the son of T'Challa, King of Wakanda, the fictional African nation where the film is set. U.S. actor Chadwick Boseman, who died at 43 in 2020, 4 years after a colon cancer diagnosis, played the character in the original Black Panther movie, 2 Avenger films, and Captain America: Civil War. Coogler told fans Johnson's character grows up and comes of age, suggesting he will portray T'Challa too, the original king's secret son seen during the sequel Wakanda Forever. British actress Letitia Wright, who will return to play Shuri, T'Challa 2's aunt, wrote "Let's go nephew" on an announcement post on Instagram. And Boleyn, Boleyn, actress Jodie Turner-Smith described Johnson as the loveliest human, and she said was seated for his performance. I don't know what that means. Johnson said taking on the mantle was a privilege and honor in his own Instagram post. But my question to you, and I think I need to let me go on and put this poll in here because I got a question about it. In regards to, it's a simple question. It's a yes or no question. Are you going to actually watch the new Black Panther movie with this new guy? I wish it could have been somebody that was American. I do. In that instance, well, what would that make me? It's not racism. I guess I would be a nationalist. I don't know. But tell me, are you going to go see the new Black Panther movie when it comes out in 2028? I don't know. I'm not necessarily happy that a British guy got the nod. I mean, are we happy because he's black? Yeah. Could a white guy play it? That's something to throw out there crazy. Could a white guy play it? Babar said, "I'm here and I'm keeping my mouth shut." I, I don't know. Todd said Howard always will be. It's the bellwether. Todd said, I thought you were talking about the real Panthers. That limey football team, no. Anyway, I mean, kind of Puerto Rican or dark-skinned Puerto Rican or South American play T'Challa? I don't know. I would say no. But does that make me racist? Does that make me a nationalist? And we're talking about a comic book. Who cares? Like, at some point, I don't know. But it bothered me. It struck me some kind of way. You know, he's got darker skin like Bozeman. Probably of Nigerian or some African descent because he's in Great Britain and that's where most of them went. That was back when the British Empire was tripping around Africa, taking over stuff, pretending like many times white people do. They come in and they find you, and then they discovered you, but you were already there, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. I don't know. I have a problem with a British actor playing the new Black Panther. I do. And does that mean I'm racist? I don't know. Right now, the poll is at 50-50. Somebody said yes and somebody said no. I don't know. Ty said the original Black Panthers. We're not talking about the original Black Panthers. We're talking about the Marvel Comics character, Black Panther. Did you see the film, Todd? You should go back and watch the first two movies. I might do that. I might do that. I might go back and watch the originals, but I don't know. He's going to have to bring it like really hard for me to just go, oh, yeah, that's great. He's a great guy. Say no. And that's not the first British person that's been black. That's somebody over here. And I'm shocked at Ryan Coogler, who happens to be black, having chosen him to be the new Black Panther. But I guess they needed a new one because the first one died. I think he died even in the movie. So I don't know. Hey, what's up, Aaron? How's it going? I'm torn. I don't think I'll make up my mind when I see the previews. If the previews look like it might be a great movie, because you know the problem with previews is they give you all the best parts of the movie, and you go, "Oh, I really want to see it," and there's nothing extra. It's just that, like, there's nothing breaking, there's nothing like extra. But if you're gonna go see if we're gonna go see Black Panther, I saw Quanda put, why can't we be undecided? Because I didn't choose undecided. And you don't get to choose undecided. Don't take it then. I'm mad at you. I don't know if I'm gonna go see it. I don't know if I'm gonna just, yeah. But remember, at the end of every Marvel movie, after the credits, there's always an extra scene that tells you about what's going to happen in the next movie. Not necessarily that movie, but the next Marvel movie. And if you miss it, you won't understand the universe. So if you're part of, I guess that should be my part of, question. And I guess that's another question. He gives us no wiggle room. That's right. I'm going to hold you to it. Everybody else can get it. So I'm going to end my poll. 60% said yes, 40% said no. And I'm going to get, well, look, I'm going to get Quanda her chance. I'm going to get Quanda her chance. Okay. I'm going to make a new poll so Quanda can vote. That way she could be quiet. But so Quanda can vote. Yes. No. Add an option maybe. And then I'm going to add another option. And I want y'all to vote again. of Who Cares. There. Is that good enough for you, Quanda? Click. There you go. Now you get to take the poll again and tell me, will you watch the new Black Panther? Yes, no, maybe, and who cares? There. There. Is that better? Pumpkinhead. You know what Quanda is.
Pumpkinhead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And for the rest of the show, Quanda,
Quiet.
unless you tell me like how you doing in school. You started your other class since you're on the dean's list now. See, now you done told everybody you got to stay on. But if you don't stay on, it's on. It's on. Ty said, Quanda, thanks for setting it straight. Where's the button? Where's the button for Ty? Where are my three dots? Let me see. Channel activity, go to channel, pin, message, report, remove. There it is. Put user on timeout, hide user on this channel, add as moderator. Absolutely not. Let's do this. There. Quanda, you're now a moderator. So there you go. You got standard moderator. You can't cancel me, but you can cancel other people. So there you go. There you go. See how easy that was? Quanda, thanks for setting them straight. Boy. Speaking of setting straight, there's a story that was a pretty interesting story that I'm a dive into. Some of you will be or may not have heard of it from news1.com. 6 things to know about the alleged Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity hazing incident. Authorities in South Florida. This came out on July 30th, written by Shannon Dawson. Authorities in South Florida say an alleged Kappa Alpha Psi hazing incident left 2 men with severe injuries, leading to felony charges against 3 suspects. Investigators say the alleged abuse lasted several days and involved repeated beatings with canes and paddles. Here's what you know. 3 men are charged and facing serious charges. According to a July 26th press release from the Office of Miami-Dade State Attorney Catherine Fernandez-Rundle, authorities arrested 29-year-old Marquez Christopher Pinder, 26-year-old Jarrett Lamar James, and 29-year-old Elijah Delano Deus, D-Y-O-U-S. Now, here's the story. Investigators say hazing took place allegedly between April 1st and April 4th, 2026, at an apartment in Sweetwater, Florida, and later at a home in unincorporated Miami-Dade County. 3 men have been charged with various felonies, including attempted manslaughter with a deadly weapon, 2nd-degree felony, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon causing great bodily harm, 1st-degree felony, and hazing with a deadly weapon, 2nd-degree felony. Authorities allege that 3 men carried out the hazing and none of the defendants have entered pleas to the charges. Number 2, investigators say it lasted 4 days. It involved prolonged and repeated beatings with canes and paddles. The pledges were allegedly beaten after failing to correctly answer questions about the fraternity and its history. Prosecutors allege the hazing began April 1st at an apartment, and they give the address in Sweetwater, continued through April 3rd at the same location. Then they say on April 4th at a residence in unincorporated Miami-Dade County. Now, according to Pinder's arrest, the warrant that was obtained by Associated Press, one of the alleged victims, a grad student, told police that he and another young man were repeatedly paddled by Pinder and the other defendants over 4 nights at an apartment and home off campus. Investigators said the paddling allegedly began when the victims failed to correctly answer questions about history. It didn't identify other alleged victim by name. Number 3, 2 victims suffered several severe injuries. They said that the alleged beatings ended on the fourth night after one victim had blood seeping through. Listen to this. Had blood seeping through the seat of his pants. Now, according to investigators, fraternity leaders then allegedly ordered both victims to remove their clothing, place it in garbage bags, and go home. Police said one of the alleged victims later suffered vomiting, fever, intense pain, and got admitted to the hospital. According to the arrest warrant, he required skin grafts on his buttocks and treatment for kidney disease. The warrant states that without emergency medical treatment, his injuries would have resulted in renal failure leading to death. Now, here's the second victim. They told police he knew the other victim through the fraternity, and according to the warrant, he denied being paddled but acknowledged receiving emergency medical care in April. Okay. State Attorney Catherine Fernandez Rundle said the case highlights the dangers of hazing. She said, among some, fraternity hazing might be seen as a tradition, creating a sense of belonging and brotherhood, but since 2001, that's 2001, hazing in Florida has killed Chad Meredith, Robert Champion, and Andrew Coffey while seriously injuring others. Rundle also added, this case, with the victims requiring hospitalization, provides clear-cut examples of hazing's danger. In Florida, hazing is abuse, and it's a crime. Its victims too often lie in their graves and in hospital bed. Now, here's number 4. One of the victims was a University of Miami School of Law student. That's the one who was severely beaten and suffered kidney failure and required surgery. However, University of Miami released a statement clarifying the incident was not connected to the school. The second victim was identified as a Miami-Dade fire rescue employee who also required critical medical treatment following the alleged hazing. Got to get it right. But here's what made me look at this story. Here's what made me look at it and go, wait, what? One of the suspects is a U.S. Secret Service employee. Now, according to ABC News, Marquez Christopher Pender has been identified as a U.S. Secret Service employee, and prosecutors describe Pender as the alleged dean of pledges in court documents reviewed by ABC News. Michael Townsend, special agent in charge of the Secret Service Miami field office, confirmed Pender's employment and said he had been placed on administrative leave while the investigation continues. They made this statement. The United States Secret Service takes seriously any criminal misconduct allegations involving one of our employees. As the agent in charge of the Miami field office, this is Townsend speaking, I've been informed that a local law enforcement agency is investigating one of our employees, and we are fully cooperating with the investigation. Townsend added that he could not further comment because of the ongoing investigation. During the court hearing in Miami-Dade Circuit Court, Judge Mindy S. Glazer approved a $75,000 bond for Pender as part of his release conditions. He's on house arrest, ordered to wear a GPS monitor, and instructed to have no comment with the victims. Pender's attorney, Justin Beckham, said, we believe they're in his best interest at this time. And you thought that was it, right? Here's number 6. Kappa Alpha Psi says the suspects were not active members. According to the Grand Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi, the alleged incident involved adults seeking membership in an alumni chapter, not a university chapter. Its fraternity said the Richmond, Perrine, Florida alumni chapter reported the alleged hazing to authorities. In a statement, the organization said the arrested perpetrators in this specific incident are not active or financial members of Kappa Alpha Psi. They do not have an official affiliation with any chapter nor any official role with the organization. And likewise, they do not have any authority to conduct any program or authorize any process on our behalf. And the fraternity said they're cooperating with investigators. National President Jamie McMickle, or is it McMickle? I'm sorry, McMickle, condemned the alleged hazing and reiterated the organization's policy by saying hazing is illegal, strictly prohibited, and never a condition of membership. We neither condone nor tolerate acts of hazing behavior within our organization or from our membership. What are your thoughts? What do you think? And I'm not calling out Kappa Alpha Psi. I think they did the right thing. They did what they were supposed to do. When other organizations, Black Greek letter organizations, have said and done things like that, I've talked about it as well. I am being transparent when I said I'm a member of a Black Greek letter organization, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and if they had been caught hazing, I would call them out too. I would be smack dab in the middle. Can't speak about it, but I can read the news story about it. And so, what are your thoughts? Are Black Greek letter organizations, are they needed anymore? I'm starting a new podcast in October, the Black Greek podcast, and it's one of those things that I'm going to be talking about: how to join, what they're doing in our communities, are they relevant, are they needed? At a time when we're questioning whether or not college is even needed. And so I think it's important to take a look at it and kind of lift the hood, lift the veil on Greek life and what it's about and what it can do for your family, the positives and the negatives, because there are some negatives. We'll talk about denouncing. We'll talk about all those things. We'll talk about some of it here on Dr. Ken's Truth as well. But I think it's important that people understand, especially those who are not Black and who are not members of Black Greek letter organizations, understand the power and I'm thinking prestige, but that's not the word. The power and the impact Black Greek letter organizations can make on a community. Much of and I've said it before, much of the civil rights movement was done by Black Greek letter organizations or people who held membership in those organizations. So I think it's important that we not toss the baby out with the bathwater, but we'll see. Let me check this chat and see what you all are talking about. Let me see. Quanda said, Dr. Ken, how you going to talk to your guy Todd like that? You're welcome, Todd. Thanks. I definitely earned it. And thanks, Dr. Ken, for trusting me with such duty, 100%. Quanda said, I got lost in the middle of it, so out the link. If you can send it to the chat so I can reread and get the answer to your question you're asking. What question? Anyway. Todd said, Quanda, can you override him? No, she can't override me. She can't override me. She's the standard moderator. God, you are so... She's a standard moderator. Goodness. All I can do is remove her as standard moderator. Y'all just mean. Y'all just on it. What did y'all drink this morning? What was it? You couldn't go to the beach because they had too much stuff in the in the water. They closed the beaches. They closed like all 5 beaches. We got about 5 beaches in Milwaukee because when the rain came, the wastewater got blended. They pushed it all out to Lake Michigan. So you got fecal matter and urine and garbage and all kind of stuff. I'm never, ever, ever swimming at Lake Michigan again. Like ever. It's terrible. It's terrible. Well, you know what's coming up next. Top 5 before 5. He's back. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. See, I'm frozen again. See, that was Quanda's fault. No, actually, it was Todd's fault. I don't know what's going on, but I'm frozen again, and it must be your fault. You see? Y'all see my face? Y'all see my face, how it's frozen? So I'm going to put this back up. Y'all see that? Man, what's going on? What is going on? That must be a StreamYard issue because I don't know what it is. Are you laughing at me, Kwanda? Are you laughing at me? You're laughing at me? You hurt my feelings. Okay, I'm over it. Oh, well. I think y'all jinxed me. And I don't believe in jinxing, but I think y'all jinxed me. Okay, you get one election story, and then I'm off of it.
Number 5.
From JS Online, a CNN interview, Hong doesn't back off canceling Thanksgiving. She did a primetime interview on CNN the same day. She told Milwaukee Journal Sentinel that her now deleted post from 2020 calling for the idea was part of jokes she was making years ago. Right. This is the same people that want to get rid of the Pentagon, the presidency, make a unilateral group of people as a legislator, get rid of the Senate and just have one group and expand the House because that's where the money is. That's how they handle all the money. Get rid of the Supreme Court or change it. I mean, they want to fundamentally break down America. Nobody in their right mind should want anybody to be able to do that. So I don't really think she's a really good candidate for governor. Or well, she's in the state rep, I think. So yeah. Oh well. She kind of reminds me of like swimming in Lake Michigan.
Number 4.
Well, you remember I talked about it not too long ago. City Health Department shut down. It was not 5, but 3 Milwaukee beaches in a story from CBS 58 due to sewer overflow. Bradford Beach, South Shore Beach, McKinley Beach closed. The health department manages daily water sampling and microbe analysis. This is scary. At the 3 public sites from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and staff integrate this sampling with data on recent rainfall and human-caused events in Lake Michigan or the watershed. And so they talked with a guy who came from the UP, and he says his kids were just about to go in the water when someone not affiliated with the city told him about the closing. There's no signage. The lifeguard is making loops backwards and forwards on a 4-wheeler, not saying anything. So it just feels very, very poor planning. The map of the area beach conditions can be found by visiting Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. So here's the weird part. Does it make sense that the health department, I hope they put it on their website. They put it on the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. Makes absolutely no sense. Speaking of the state of Wisconsin, I guess it kind of begs the question, can Evers do it?
Number 3.
So from WISN 12, in his first public appearance on the campaign trail since endorsing Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, Democratic Governor Tony Evers launched an 11-hour campaign blitz yesterday to push Crowley over the finish line in next week's Democratic primary for governor. Evers told a crowd of supporters in Appleton, "We're going to make this happen." The endorsement is pitting the state's popular governor against a surging progressive socialist movement propelling Democratic Socialist Francesca Hong to the top of the polls. Crowley said last night, "There's no reason we wouldn't be able to coalesce all the undecided voters in order to win on the 11th. Evers, who for months said he didn't plan to endorse in the race, decided to publicly back Crowley after he relaunched his campaign last month when Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez dropped out. When asked what concerns him about Hung and if he believes she could beat Republican Tom Tiffany, Evers said, I'm going to say this again. She spends a lot of time, from what I understand, talking on Twitter and all these other extraneous issues. Think about the question you just asked. When people in this room who have seen tornadoes destroy their city, we're going to spend time on that, and he used the word BS, the actual word, that others are talking about on Twitter. Please, you can ask me 100 times. I'm going to give you the same damn answer. This issue is around getting things done. This guy has done it. Well, somebody did it. If you was in Madison, they finally closed the encampment.
Number 2.
So if you went to the encampment, you saw that multiple arrests from WISN.com, multiple arrests were made when they cleared the protest encampment tied to the shooting. It was at the intersection of Williamson and South Baldwin Streets in Madison. City officials said the operation was led by municipal crews, not police. Police responded after people at the encampment started lighting fires and throwing stuff at city employees. 7 people were taken into custody. 10 others were cited and released, and police have not yet released the alleged offenses. Crews arrived at about 5 a.m. while they were awake and ordered people at the encampment to remove their belongings and leave the area. Videos showed city trucks cleaning up the encampment, officers in riot gear surrounding protesters who were blocking the intersection. The encampment, of course, formed after a Milwaukee police officer shot and killed Corey Ruiz on July 22nd. So used to saying Milwaukee. Madison police said officers initially responded to reports of someone checking vehicle doors and stealing bicycles. Police said Ruiz had a knife, injured an officer as they tried to arrest him. So, Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway called for the occupation to end yesterday, citing safety concerns and the impact on nearby residents and businesses. Of course, as we all know, the Wisconsin Department of Justice Division of Criminal Investigations is leading the investigation into the police shooting. And of course,
Number 1.
This story from Fox6now.com. This one threw me for a loop. I don't understand why we're dealing with encampments. It is terrible that someone got shot, but things that are happening in Milwaukee, we get nothing. A 22-year-old Milwaukee woman is now criminally charged, accused of repeatedly smothering her 7-month-old baby, which eventually led to the baby's death. According to the criminal complaint, July 27th, Critton called 911 to report her 7-month-old baby was unresponsive and not moving. First responders arrived, performed CPR, regained a faint pulse. The baby later died at Children's, Wisconsin. Officers noted she showed no emotion during CPR or the ambulance ride. When questioned, she admitted, get this, she got frustrated by the baby crying. So she picked the baby up and pressed the baby's face to her chest for about 5 minutes until the baby stopped breathing. Criminal complaint. Here's the weird part. The criminal complaint went on to say that family and friends told Critton, of Critton, the woman who was arrested, 22-year-old, told investigators that she had previously done similar things to the baby, including placing her hands over the infant's nose and mouth in a car because the baby wouldn't stop crying, only stopping when a family member intervened. She placed the baby under a blanket, caused the baby to turn blue because the baby was unable to breathe. Again, a family member intervened and explicitly warned Critton never to cover the baby's face again. Family friend told investigators she saw Critton shake the baby hard enough to cause a rattle noise to stop the baby from crying, as well as striking the baby in the face. And nobody said anything. Are you an idiot? The complaint states that during a Mirandized interview, they read her Miranda rights with the police, Critton admitted She got frustrated and did it for close to 10 to 15 minutes. Pressed the baby's head in her chest, squeezed the baby 10 to 15 minutes, and the baby stopped crying and moving. After seeing the baby turn blue, put the baby in a car seat and expected the baby to recover. She also admitted previously suffocating the baby multiple times out of frustration, and when investigators told Critton that the baby had died, she cried and said, "I'm going to jail for a long time." How about for life? How about forever? Are you kidding me? And then you look around the city, you look around for people to say something, and you get nothing. You get crickets. Aaron said family members should go to jail too. I know, sincere, that's probably a lot of cussing behind that. Hey, what's up? Not really a city girl. Ty said, man, I hate that stuff, child abuse. It makes me sick seeing too much of that. Gwanda said, people who physically harm a freaking child need the electric chair. Not sorry. These are innocent children we're talking about, and no one in the family took the baby. They're part of her problem. Now, really, city girl said, all that and the family just let it happen? They all need to be brought up on charges. And of course, Todd said, my favorite comment today, forever is right. I don't get it how you can do that to a kid. I just don't understand it. Makes absolutely no sense to me. None whatsoever. Mama needs to disappear. She would just disappear. They would come looking for her, and they look up, and she would just be gone. Thanks for joining me. Dr. Ken's Truth, Monday through Thursday at 4. Here for about an hour. Don't forget to check out Sherwin Hughes tonight at 7. If you want to support the show, you can get swag at drkenswag.printify.me. New podcast coming up, the Black Greek podcast in October. I really see the girl called her a soulless monster. Let's check out that poll. Will you watch the new Black Panther? 31% said yes, and 31% said maybe. 23% said who cares, and only 15% said no. I get it. Thanks for joining me. I will see you on tomorrow. God bless. Take care. SRRR, if you're on the road, be careful. Safe driving. All of you all be careful. It's going to be pretty warm today. And it's supposed to rain later tonight, so be careful. Drive safe. Don't ride a bike because they're hitting people on bikes. Don't walk down the street. They're hitting people that's walking down the street. Don't drive a car because you hit people driving in the car. Stay at home. Hey, God bless. Take care. And with that,
be quiet.
I'm out. Hey, Todd, check your head. Deuces.